Hey guys, this is Tech Howdy. I welcome you to another video tutorial where we are building the CMS application using Angular 10 and ASP.NET Core 3. In the last video tutorial, we added some styling to our admin panel. Now the admin panel looks like this. If you look at the finished project and the admin panel, you will notice that there is an hamburger icon over here on the top bar which collapses the uh, sidebar, and then when clicked again it opens the sidebar. We need to implement this feature in our current project. So to implement this feature, first we need to install some fonts or FontAwesome icons in our project so that we can make use of these icons in our project. And then we need to add some JavaScript code so that we can uh, add this event to collapse the sidebar. So to do that, first thing that I would do is go back to my project and open the project in the terminal. So right click, go to tools and open the project in terminal. The next thing I will do is I will type in the command to install FontAwesome using Library Manager, which is the package manager I'm using to add libraries in this ASP.NET Core project. We have a video tutorial where we have shown how to install Library Manager. If you have not watched that tutorial, I recommend you to go ahead and watch it. If you already have Library Manager installed, just type in the following command, which is libman install, and we will type in the name of the FontAwesome uh, package, which is FontAwesome font.awesome at 5.13.0. I want to use a specific version of FontAwesome, so I'm going to specify the version number. Currently, FontAwesome has released version 6. Since I don't want to use version 6 and use the last stable version, I will stick with 5.13.0. You can check the version that you want to use and accordingly add it. If you don't specify a version here, then it will automatically add the latest available version. So let's go ahead and install this by hitting enter, and now FontAwesome Icon Library will be installed. We are being asked by Library Manager where do we want to install this library. I will leave it the default location as it is and hit enter. Now FontAwesome library is being downloaded from CD and JS, and now the FontAwesome library is installed. If we go back to the root folder and check the lib folder, we should have a folder called as FontAwesome, which contains all the required files to implement FontAwesome icons in our project. So let's go to the project and let's check if the FontAwesome icons will load. As of now, they might not load because we have not yet referenced the library in the uh, application header styles that we have created. So let's go back to the project and open the application header styles. Here I will add the reference to the FontAwesome icons. I will load the FontAwesome icons after the Bootstrap styling has been loaded, and I have left the path for the FontAwesome icon as the path that I have in my current project. When you install the library, if you have changed the path, make sure you provide the correct path to FontAwesome. We have to use the all.css file or reference the all.css file in this development mode so we can make use of the full version of the uh, file, and then we would also add the reference to the minified version of the file, which is all.min.css for non-development version. I'll save this. Now since the library is referenced in our project, let's go ahead and see if the project is going to load the icon. I'm going to refresh my admin panel, and now you can see that the FontAwesome icons are showing. That's because we have already added the code to load the icon in the top bar.cshtml layout. If you see here, I have the icon and the class from FontAwesome that I have used to load the hamburger icon. So you can visit FontAwesome's icons official website, and then you can check for the available fonts once you have referenced the library. So if I go to fontawesome.com and then go to the icons option, here I can see a bunch of icons that I can use after I have installed the library. So I'm using the hamburger icon, but if you want to use some other icon, you can just click on the icon that you want to use, and then you can copy the code from here. You can also purchase the pro version, but we are not going to do that since we don't need a pro version in this project. So this is how you will install FontAwesome library in your project and make use of the icons. So now let's go back to the project, and in the project we have loaded the hamburger, but when you click on the hamburger icon, it doesn't collapse the sidebar menu or the sidebar uh, partial view that we have created. Now we need to implement some JavaScript functionality so that we can hide or collapse this particular view or the sidebar layout. So let's go ahead and do that. Go back to our project, and here inside the root folder where I have created this custom folder, inside the custom folder where I have this JS file folder, I will create another file. It will be a JavaScript file. So under web I will search for a JavaScript file, and I will add the name with as admin.js. Now admin.js, we have an admin.css in the CSS folder, and we have admin.js in the JS folder. So let's hit new, and here we will type in some code that we are going to use to hide and show the collapsible sidebar. Here in this admin.js file, we are going to make use of some jQuery code. So all we need to do is add this function over here. This is a shorthand for document.ready. We have already referenced jQuery in this project, so we are going to make use of jQuery. We are going to use a strict mode, so we have to use declared variables, so we cannot use undeclared variables. And we have been calling this method that we have created, which is init sidebar, so which basically targets the class of the sidebar which is in the top bar layout. So we have a sidebar collapse button, so it targets the particular ID, and when it's clicked, then the sidebar will add the toggle class will add a class called as active. So the toggle class method will add a class to the sidebar called as active. When it's clicked again, it will remove this active class. So that's all you need. So when the button is clicked, you add a active class, and when the button is clicked again, you remove the active class. So you have this option provided by jQuery, which is toggle class, and that will do the trick for us. So that's all we need in this particular file, because that's all it is used for. This short code will do the trick. So go ahead, add this code. I will provide this code in the DevZop repo, so you will have access to it. So go, and now let's try to reference this admin.js file in our UI scripts partial, because here we are loading all JavaScript files. So we need to reference this in the UI scripts.partial view. So let's go ahead and reference this now. So here I'm going to reference this in the development version. In the non-development version, I yet don't have a minified version of my admin.js file, and as I have mentioned to you in one of the previous video tutorials, that I'm going to show you how to implement bundling and minification of your files, and that will be in one of the upcoming videos where I'll show you how to do the bundling, how to use the package. But for now, we are just going to use it in the development version, and let's go ahead and refresh the home page to load this admin.js file so that it's loaded. One more thing, I made a mistake here, was this should be inside the admin folder, like we have the CSS file inside the admin folder. So let me fix this. Add new folder. So we'll follow the same structure, and I'm going to move this file in here now. So I have the admin.js file inside the admin folder, and I have referenced it correctly here. So now I'll save this, and I'm trying to go back to the admin homepage. So here the click doesn't work, so I will have to refresh, so that I have to run the application. Okay, go back to the browser, now refresh, and here the admin page is loaded. Let's click this, and now you can see that the bar the sidebar is collapsing when I click on the icon, and it's pretty much doing what it's supposed to do. with the click event. We also have this blue kind of circle. Let's fix that as well. So let's do some inline styling. So go back here to the button that I see over here. I'm just going to do some inline styling. This should do the trick. We set the outline to none and set the important tag here to override any styles that it has. Also remove the shadow, box shadow from the button. So save this, go back to the project, refresh it, and now it should not have the shadow. So we have removed that shadow. And this is it for this video tutorial. If you have any questions, use the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them. Also, the code for this project will be available in my DevOps repo. The link also will be provided in the video description. And please do not forget to like and subscribe my channel Tech Howdy. Thank you.